evening people, and welcome in this new video about a new painting named Shattered Earth. So as usual, let's start with Blender. So here we are in Blender. The goal of this painting is to destroy Earth, right? That's part of a story in my next book. And to destroy Earth, I started in Blender with a regular Earth model, just a sphere, on which I have a quite complicated shader. I won't go into too much details, but the main aspect of it was that I wanted to have a way to control the spread of the destruction, right? And so initially I started with something like that, where there was just my Earth with some lights taken by night. I shared a little bit, I reduced the saturation, and the lights will help me in Photoshop later to paint destruction, but we're gonna get back to that. So here I have this interesting tool that let me spread destruction. So if I go, for instance, to 0, right, destruction is spread across the surface, and then I can gently change how fast I want the destruction. So I think I ended up having something around there for my model. Then on top of that, what we got here is the cloud that I added on top of, then a first layer of atmosphere and a second layer of atmosphere to give this red-ish sense of fire is everywhere, right? I have two lights, 1 and 2 here. So interestingly, because the destruction is emissive, we still have light, and I wanted to have a key and a fill light. And that's it for Blender. I'm gonna then now jump into Photoshop. All right, here we are in Photoshop. I applied some filters when rendering in Blender, just a glow effect. So the glow will take the brightest part of the image and make it glow. And with that, I started my now classical process. I take the 3D image where I have some stuff like, for instance, right there, stuff like this that I don't like. So I just paint over the rendering, giving it a better shape, removing what I don't like, adding some kind of background where I painted this destruction and fire, a bit more paint over again, adding some tiny embers, right? And getting back here, I have now this image where I applied a camera raw filter. So the camera raw filter allow me to change the color gradation, changing saturation, adding a bit more noise on top of it to make the image a little bit less perfect. I think for this one, I was not completely satisfied by some area right there, so I added a little bit more paint over, then adding a general glow again with a color dodge, or a screen actually, effect on top of it, adding the signature, and that was it. Thank you very much. Goodbye, have a good day.